Namaste Sharks. So I'll start with a little anecdote. So I have a dadi who is very dynamic. She's there in the audience. So she always keeps her occupied by doing little things. She's always happy. She's finding fun and joy in very little small things. And on the other side, I have some of my dadi's friends who literally are lonely in their lives. They have no companions. Their children are out for work. Both of them are living alone. They have limited resources to keep themselves occupied. So I'll ask you guys some questions. Even audience can answer with a yes or no. So are you working? Do you have aging parents at home? Do you feel a sense of insecurity when you're out for work or when you travel, leaving parents at home alone? Yes. So senior citizens face many problems in their lives. These are not small issues. These can lead up to various health-related issues like depression, sleep or behavioral disorder, anxiety, and even sometimes dementia. But, do we have any solution? Yes, I have the solution with me. Presenting to you, FunSang. So, FunSang is a company which arranges happy hours for senior citizens. And here, all our focus is on the fun of senior citizens. We also aim at community building for them. So, what makes us unique? The number one point which differentiates us from the rest of the market is that we are once in a week, so that they don't get bored coming to FunSang every day. Secondly, we provide them the modern state-of-the-art facilities. Thirdly, we have many fun activities which are unique and which will really give them a sense of joy. And lastly, we provide them a new community. So, if I want to be fun man number one, then I'll have to share some fun activities with you, which I've decided. The first is retrospectivity. So, once in a month, I'll have a movie night kind of thing with the senior citizens. They'll come here, I'll show them a movie. So, in that movie, they'll have all their retrospection, and then after the movie, we'll play Antakshari. We'll also do a little role play with them. Like they enact Kishore Kumar and all that. So, the second is savvy. So these days in our country, our youth is very much troubled because of relationships, business failures in life. And these senior citizens have a vast experience. So they can consult these youth, give them life advices. Third is expert sessions. We'll bring in experts from various fields. And then the experts will give a seminar to them, and the senior citizens will learn new things. And the last is ice breaking. So every time they come to FunSang, they would probably have 2-3 more people with them. So to gel up well with this community, we need an ice breaking activity. There we have some ice breaking activities. So my ask is 15 lakhs for 10% of equity. And I'll also share something about my bigger picture. So I want FunSang to be established as a brand. I don't want people to have a second thought when it comes to FunSang. Also, when FunSang gains popular support in Ahmedabad, I'll also expand FunSang to various cities in India, because it is a big market in cities like Pune, Mumbai, Noida, etc. And also, if this goes well, then I'll also do some charitable activities for senior citizens who can't afford to come to FunSang and are on the highways and begging. They're poor. They're so miserable. I'll also do something for them. So that's all from my side. Thank you.
I really like your energy, Dost. So, I mean, fundamentally, the proposition that you're putting across for senior citizens if I change the target audience, let's say if I put startups, if I put youth, all the activities that you had listed down can be applicable to them as well.
Sir, give me some time to think about this. I've never thought about it.
Savvy, expert sessions, ice
No, sir.
breaking, everything applies
it
to...
won't be. It won't apply to the youth because, sir, nowadays youth need a very different genre of activities. They cannot, the senior citizens and the youth cannot have the same activities like I've seen.
So what you mentioned, savvy, expert sessions, ice breaking, wouldn't that apply to, let's say, startups or younger set of people? It would be, right? I mean,
What's that?
creating an expert session for younger audience is also feasible. Creating ice breaking session for younger audience is also possible. Making them speak to an audience when they can preach, that's also a feasibility. What I'm trying to convey here is that you need to design your solutions which are categorically focusing upon senior citizens. That did not come out strongly. Secondly, I need to understand the revenue model here.
Revenue model.
Yes.
So, sir, we'll make them pay on daily basis. Like FunSang will be once in a month, once in a week, 4 times in a month. So for one day, they'll come for 5 to 6 hours. And for 5 to 6 hours, I'll charge them rupees 2,000. And my expense for them would be rupees 1,500.
So 2,000 rupees a week, one day in a week, so that's around 8,000 rupees a month. Right. Do you think you'll be able to kind of onboard a lot of audiences in this? Would majority of the senior citizens be able to afford this or pay this?
So my major target audience is the middle-aged people, not senior citizens. They'll send their parents here to FunSang. So if I target them accurately, then they'll send them here. Like there are many NRIs nowadays in India. So they are out in some other countries and their parents are at home. So their parents are alone and they can find something to have a sense of joy. And my other target audience is the working class. Like we have many businessmen today. They can afford to send their parents here.
Right. I honestly doubt on the pricing. Pricing might be affordable for certain segment of the strata, but majority of them might not be willing to pay for this or might not be able to pay for this. Like going for a movie, right? If they can pay this price, they would probably prefer to go to a club. They would probably prefer to go out with their friends in a multiplex, right? Or probably spend a time within the society.
So there comes my fun activities. Sir, I'll have uniquely designed fun activities. Sir, I myself won't design those activities. I will hire creative heads who will design all these activities and give them a unique blend, a blend of joy. So that would be my USP, my fun activities and the community building I provide them here.
Okay. I really like the idea. You're touching the right point where I think you need to rework categorically focusing on senior citizens.
Yes, definitely.
Like Umesh said, I think it's a very interesting, idea. But the only thing is that the biggest challenging is convincing the senior citizens to come. वो बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज है. तो आप सब कुछ भी कर लोगे ऑर्गेनाइज, बट आपको ऑडियंस लाने में बहुत मेहनत लगेगी. और इवन द कॉस्टिंग्स, आई फील इट doesn't sound financially viable. So are you looking at physical activities? Are you looking at a permanent space? Are you looking, what is the plan? आप एक permanent space की बात कर रहे हैं?
हाँ मैम, I'll clear your point. So permanent space नहीं, but for each FunSang session, I'll hire a luxurious villa, like from Airbnb and stuff. I can even host them in co-working spaces.
So you are talking about making it like an organization. And it's an organization for the senior citizens.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, organization and a community for senior citizens. The FunSang as a whole would be a community.
So why don't you do it the other way? You should have a membership for the entire year for the senior citizens. Maybe that might work, slowly you can build on the members of this organization. So I don't know if that's the model that you had thought of. Have you thought about that?
Ma'am, I had thought about that, but I was a little confused, so I kept it like this. So, ma'am, after your mentorship, if I get your mentorship and any of you's mentorship, so we can sit together, revise these models,
Yes.
and come up with a viable solution to this.
Yes, absolutely. So I think my suggestion to you is make it like an organization for senior citizens. Then a non-profit sort of an organization where you charge a membership fee. So your positioning has to be right.
Yeah.
So I like the name. It's a good play with the word. Really good problem to solve. I think all of us are realizing it, that the problem exists. But there are certain sort of solution also exist, right?
Yeah.
There is a society kitty party or a morning walk club or a lot of such things, right? Because India as a country, we are pretty social people. So we kind of find people and interact with them. So idea of selling them a community, I'm not sure. So I think membership and doing the solution that you provide, the activities that you curate is going to be the key. Also another input is that it will be operationally heavy, right? It is something that you are doing every time, right? It's not a product bana diya aur fir sell kar diya. So then this is something, and keep them engaged every time they come is also very challenging. But I think looking at your energy, I'm sure you'll be able to do it. Adventure Studio, which is the incubator that I represent, unfortunately we don't support such startups, but personally I'll be happy to mentor you along with a few other sharks.
So much, ma'am.
And I'm sure, if looks like with your energy you'll take it forward, and if there is a possibility of investment, we'll definitely consider, but we can start with mentoring.
So, ma'am, you mentioned the kitty parties and all that. So, ma'am, that would be my biggest medium of marketing, because senior citizens are expert at verbal marketing. I've seen their panchat.
You are very enthusiastic, continue, and nice branding.
Thank you, sir.
Aditya, your thought is very good, and we need this kind of people who can take care of senior citizens, right? So there is one startup in UK. They are into companionship only, companionship for elders, and they have raised funds also, right? So you need to figure out subscription model. रोज कहाँ जाओगे? Every week you need to go for the clients, right? You need to search clients. So go for subscription model.
Yeah.
Train. So what those people are doing, they train middle class housewives, and this workers or these employees, they accompany these elders because the problem is loneliness. तो यहाँ पे आप भजन सुना सकते हो उनको कि चलो 2 घंटे हर रोज जाओ, उनके साथ बैठो, भजन सुनाओ उनको, ठीक है, उनके साथ बात करो, because it's very difficult for this young generation to find time to sit with their parents, right? So this is a very good business model. You can pivot this model. सब्सक्रिप्शन, देखो बेटा, सर्विस बेचनी है, प्रोडक्ट नहीं बेचनी है, राइट? और सर्विस बेचोगे तो ही पैसा ज्यादा आएगा क्योंकि वो रिकरिंग होगा आपका. सो अगर आप 4 लाख रुपए लेके आते हो ना कहीं से, देन वी आर रेडी टू इन्वेस्ट 2 lakhs. That's the condition, right? And number 2, we'll provide you volunteers also. You can collaborate with Samvedana also, Janki Ben.
Yeah.
Right? Your kids can help those senior citizens also. ये दादा दादी की कहानियां बहुत चलती है, right? तो ये म्यूचुअल होगा. So you are going to earn lot of money if you stick to this particular idea, लेकिन थोड़ा pivot कर लो उसको. Lot of money is involved. और ये future need है आपका, right? Society का है. So we are happy to help, happy to invest also, but you need to give more time for this.
Yes, sir.
And the passion you have, देखो ये पहन के आया FunSang, right? So I think if you stick to your idea, but with some mentoring and experts with you, I think this is doable and this has a future also. So we are happy to help. Incubation में आप वहाँ पे जाओ. हम तो sector agnostic हैं, right? So we can incubate any kind of startup. जहाँ पे पैसा होगा हम लोग कर लेंगे उसको. ठीक है? So all the best and we'll meet after this.
Yeah. And sir, I also want to share another stream of income which I'll get through FunSang. So sir, in FunSang, I'll ask big medical companies to sponsor me. Like every FunSang session would be sponsored by a big company whose target audience is senior citizens. Like the healthcare companies, most of the target audience is senior citizens.
Business करना है, CSR पे मत जाओ. मजा नहीं है. ठीक है, business करो. दोनों को जोड़ो मत. या तो business या तो service. जोड़ो मत.
अरे ये तो बिजनेस तो है ही, पर सर एडिशनली मैं उसके एडवर्टाइज भी कर सकता हूँ ना उधर.
ठीक है, तो पैसा मांगना उनसे अच्छे से.
हाँ, पैसा तो मांगना ही है ना. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, sir. So it was really wonderful with you guys pitching the idea in front of such a dynamic shark, such a dynamic set of sharks we have right now. Thank you so much for all your advices and all your commitments to me. Thank you once again. Have a nice day ahead.